welcome to the Spooky Stonerzzz Podcast. I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Denah.
Thank you for joining us on this Christmas day. On this podcast, we talk about witchy and spooky shit that we love to talk about, and hopefully you love to listen to. And as the title of our podcast suggests, we do this all while smoking some Jolly Green. So, buckle up, jingle bells, and let's go.
Because it's Christmas.
Yep.
Santa came last night.
Mm-hmm.
Hope everyone got whatever they wanted from the fat man.
Yep.
And had a great Yule.
Great Yule on
Last
the
week.
22nd?
21st, 22nd, whenever you want to do it. Do what you want. I don't care.
You're celebrating it on the 22nd.
I'm on the 21st, overnight.
Oh.
All night.
Okay. The
You have to keep
22nd
the
is
fire
the day that we have
on.
off.
Yes, we have off. Well, it's the 25th right now. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Wink,
No,
wink.
actually, it is December 16th.
For us. But
For us.
In real time with the podcasters. All of you who are listening, because we watched our Wrapped thing on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. They have like this little
We have fans.
analytics. Yeah, we have 5 fans. Thank you, guys.
Hi,
All
all of
5
you.
of y'all.
It's like 5 golden rings.
Heck yeah.
Which are birds.
Which are birds.
That
Yeah.
whole damn song's about birds.
Yeah.
It's like 167 birds.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or something.
Have you seen the thing on TikTok or Instagram that it says, if you start Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone
Yeah.
at like 10:51
On
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
at midnight, you'll be hearing Harry say,
Or Ron say, Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron.
Blech.
Then I'm like, that sounds like a lot of work to watch one
Yeah, I'm trying to go to bed, y'all. So yeah, Yule you can do anytime, really, over the next like 12 days. If you haven't done Yule yet on Christmas Day, you do it tonight. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's watching you. It's not graded.
It's not graded.
It's not like with that other guy who's like, if you don't show up every Sunday, you're not coming to my house when you die.
Yeah.
The universe is not like that.
No, the universe is not like that.
It's
at
like,
all.
hey, cool.
Yeah,
You burned a log. Good job.
good job. Gold star.
I feel like that's the difference. Is the universe is very much like the participation trophy vibe.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what a lot of people have problems with.
Yeah.
It's because, like, you didn't do anything to make the universe love you. It's like, you don't actually have to do anything to make God love you, according to your book.
Yeah.
You know that? Like, you don't have to not be gay. It doesn't say in there, don't be gay.
Nope.
Not once.
It says, don't be a hooligan. Don't
Yeah.
be crazy. Don't be killing people.
Yeah.
Don't be raping people. Don't be like, doing all the bad things. Don't be doing it.
But it says not one word about being gay.
Nope.
I think one of my favorite Jesus quotes is when the guy was like, how are we supposed to focus with these girls showing their ankles? And Jesus is like, my guy, have you thought about removing your eyeballs?
Yeah.
So you
just
ain't got to see
remove
it?
them. Just remove
That's why
them.
I think Jesus is great. I think me and him would have vibed.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, happy birthday, Jesus. It's not your birthday, but, happy fake birthday to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a made up day. But I mean, at the same time, like, I know people who have like half birthdays because they want to actually have like their birthday during the summer instead of the winter.
Yeah.
So they do have birthdays.
Oh, like, oh my gosh. It's
My
just
mom did that one year. I think.
Jesus is the Mad Hatter. Having an unbirthday party.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what
job.
Christmas is. He's the Mad Hatter having an unbirthday.
So.
Like,
Very happy on birthday
to me. That's what Jesus says on Christmas.
And we all get to celebrate it because it's my unbirthday too.
Yeah, it's me too. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy. Can you imagine if your birthday, I mean, it happens a lot. People whose birthdays are Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's not their unbirthday. I think we should stop getting those people presents on Christmas. They just don't get presents ever. They
That's horrible.
should have thought about that. Or their birthday's in September now.
Yeah,
Jesus
we're
is
just gonna
actually
move it. Just move it.
Yeah, that's what Jesus did.
Not a problem.
Just move it. Nobody
Not
cares.
at all.
Nobody's looking.
Oh my gosh. Did you watch the Instagram reel, or it's one of the things. And it's a pastor and he's saying there's 5 witches in his church.
Yes.
Oh
my gosh.
He's so crazy.
He said that, it kind of scared me because he said something about, we've got addresses for one of you. And I was like, show up at my house.
Well,
Show up at my house talking about some crazy shit.
well, here's the thing. This is how my church brain goes.
Mm-hmm.
Those 5 women probably talked bad about his wife his wife told him, and he's like, I got you, boo.
Yeah.
And preaches bad about them.
Oh my gosh.
You know, just like the witch trials.
Those people, though.
If I don't like you, I'm going to talk shit about you, and you are going to get murdered.
Imagine us sitting here on this podcast, though, and saying that we had his address.
Oh, yeah.
He would, like, call the police.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But, like, we're just supposed to sit back and take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's some bogusness. It makes me mad.
It's some bullshit.
Yeah. What was that guy's name? Mike something or other. But very culty, scary looking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of cult stuff lately, though. So I feel like everything is a cult.
Everything's
right
a cult.
Like, I'm like, I don't know if I should be buying that. It might be indoctrinating me into a cult.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I just watched the one about the Heaven's Gate people.
Oh, my gosh.
Who thought that in the 90s,
that
the comet had the
aliens.
UFO tailing them and stuff like that. And, like, there were people who didn't go with them in the documentary who had, like, left the group and were like, I feel terrible that I didn't get to go with them. You're like, no, friend.
No.
That's not, no. But also, maybe they were totally right and we're stupid.
Yeah.
That's totally fair and possible.
We missed the ride.
And look at what happened since. Maybe they were totally right and we're stupid.
Yeah. I
saw another thing that said the world didn't end in 2012, but also, has anyone felt truly alive since?
No.
No, I was like, hold on now.
2012.
That's fair. It was 11 years ago.
Oh.
Right before we started working
together. Wasn't feeling alive before that either.
Yeah. You weren't feeling alive in 2012 either.
No, it was more like 2004, 2005. It was when I felt really alive. That was pre-children, pre-first husband.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. That's like 20 years ago. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 2024 in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It was like, the 90s are a long time ago now.
They're classics now, I've heard.
Oh my god.
So I've heard. It's a classic. Green Day. No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Did you see? I sent it to you. You guys, everyone, this is totally pertinent to our podcast because it's very important. There is a Hallmark Christmas movie out in which our Sabrina the Teen Witch,
oh yeah, you
Melissa
sent it to
Joan
me.
Hart, plays a grandmother. She is 47. Okay, they can fuck off.
Yeah,
with that bullshit.
I mean, technically, you can be
You could totally be a grandmother, but one of the kids was like 16. Like, okay, so it's just teen mom after teen mom in this mansion.
Maybe.
Good for them.
Yeah.
But also, Melissa Joan Hart is not a grandmother. I'm mad about it.
I could definitely be a grandmother at
You
47.
could be a grandmother.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I can't be your friend anymore.
Wendy is about to be 18.
Oh my god. If she... No, she would never.
No, she would never.
She would never. She would be like, that's gross. Get that off me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bodily fluids going on here. I'm not appreciating it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of that way too sometimes. Sometimes I am like, why are you oozing so much?
Yeah.
It's odd.
There was one time I was really high and I was peeing and I was like, pink's gross. Like, all of this is gross.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Bodily functions are gross.
So gross.
But, like, also, I'm glad that we all talk about them. But, like, I don't want to clean up after sex.
Yeah.
Like, I'm grossed out.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh. Do you want to talk about the moon?
Yeah, let's talk about that bitch.
Because if you haven't noticed yet, you will probably in about 5 minutes, because it'll probably get dark for you in about 5 minutes, because it's going to get dark all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are officially in winter.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. If you have seasonal depression, it's time to bust out those sunlight lamps.
Yep. Get your UV.
Get your UV. Every time you see the sunshine outside, go out there and look at it. But not with your eyeballs. Like, close your eyes and turn your face towards it. We're all just complicated houseplants.
We are.
And that's why winter is so hard for us. Because we need more sunlight.
We need sun and we need water.
Yes. Hydrate. And go outside and look at the sun. But we're going to talk about the moon. Because she's a bigger player right now.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of her time to shine. And she's full tomorrow, December 26th. In the sign of Cancer.
Okay, so what does that mean?
So,
Because I know we have a friend that's a triple Cancer, and she's very
yes.
motherly.
Yes.
So is it going to be that kind of scenario?
So this whole December has kind of been, because we're in the midst of this Mercury retrograde until January 1st, it's kind of been like, all right, how was your year?
Okay.
It's basically what the stars have been asking us lately. And so this full moon is really a good time to set some intentions for next year, for 2024, do some spell work towards that goal, especially around your emotions and emotional decisions. So like if you, I don't know, say got divorced in 2023,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be a good time to do a self-love spell.
Oh, okay.
So that you go into 24 with the right kind of mentality on.
Got it. Get those rose petals for
Mhm.
yourself. Get your red
Mhm.
candle for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're stressed about money, if you spent most of 23 stressed about money, this full moon would be a good time to re-up your money spells. If you keep certain things around your house for money, it'd be a good time to recharge those or like redo them kind of,
Okay.
you know. Charge them under the full moon and all that, because it'll, even if it doesn't necessarily help you get more money in 2024, hopefully it will help alleviate some of your stress around money.
Got it.
Like maybe eggs won't be $10 per yolk.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's an election year, 2024.
Yeah, everyone's going to be nice.
I know. I've seen so many people online who are like, 2024 is going to be my year. And I'm like, we are all going to be hanging on by a thread. Okay, it's an election year. It's going to be awful. We all know it.
We're going to be all hopeful because we're going to get all the promises, and then election's going to happen, and they're going to be like, "Oh, did I promise
Did
that?
I say that?
Did I say that?
That doesn't sound like something I would say.
Psh,
Never mind. That's not
that
for here.
bitch be lying.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
I don't care if you've got a video recording of me saying it. I never said that. So yeah, if you are stressed about the election, this full moon would be a good time to
It's too early, y'all. Don't
do
get
some
the,
spell work about.
do some
just-
meditation, breathing exercises. It is too early to get worked up over that.
Yes. Think about with this full moon though, what kind of emotion you want to bring into 2024, and do your spell work towards that.
Mhm.
Is the best plan. And then you can kind of take the rest of the week until that new year
Mm-hmm.
to think about how to make that work
Yeah.
in your life. Like if it could be a million trillion different things. I don't know. If you want to improve a relationship with somebody, like your kids or your mother or your whoever,
Mm-hmm.
you could make that the focus. But it's a good time to bring your emotions into your spell work, which is
Okay.
hard for us air signs to do, because we're like, I just want to be happy all the time. What do you
Yeah.
mean? But other people, they don't want to just be happy. Like they want to be like cozy and happy or content and happy. I don't know. Like multiple emotions.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but people are odd.
I was just looking at like the next episode. It's coming out on the 1st.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So like offhand, because obviously you did not study this, but like, what about like the cabbage and all that shit? on New-
Cabbage.
Yeah, don't you do like the cabbage and the black eyed peas for New Year's Day?
Oh, New Year's Day. Yeah, yeah. You do your black eyed peas and collards.
Oh, I do
Greens.
cabbage.
Well, yeah.
It's greens.
Yeah, black eyed. It's for good luck, I guess. I don't know really where that came from.
Oh, okay.
But I do remember randomly being at some bar with my grandmother one New Year's, and they came around with little sample sizes of like 2 spoonfuls of black eyed peas at 12:01.
Well, yeah.
They're like, here you go. Now you've eaten your black eyed peas. Get out.
Get out.
I don't where somewhere in Austin was giving them out. They were the best prepared black eyed peas I'd ever had.
Oh,
I've yet to have as good of black eyed peas.
okay.
I was probably like 17. Why am I at a bar? I don't know.
Because
grandmother
your
was there.
Gma was there.
I used to.
I hear so many stories about like what she did with you, and I'm like, woo.
I know. I'm just like, okay, yeah. Here I am, 16, at the bar at 2 a.m. This is normal. My mom had it the same way though, so we don't know.
Yeah.
My mom and I today at lunch, we were talking about smoking weed, and sorry, sidebar, but also listen. We were talking about smoking weed, and I said something about for Yule, her and my sister coming
Mhm.
over, and she said, "I'm gonna bring some beer." I said, "That's fine," and I said, "Well, I'll have weed," and she was like, "Well, I don't know if Kimberly even smokes weed." And I was like, "She doesn't. I've tried multiple times. I'm a terrible big sister."
Yeah.
And my mom was like, well, where'd you get that from, I wonder, though? Because I wasn't necessarily, like, telling you not to smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we laughed about that.
Yeah.
How I'm a terrible influence on my sister. I'm all the time telling her, like, man, come over here and eat an edible. And she's like, no, I don't like that. I'm like,
Mhm.
whatever, loser. She's lame.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably the relationship that I should work on this full moon.
You and your sister?
Yeah, me and my sister. I love her. It's fine.
It's fine.
But yes, so it's also, I feel like right after Christmas, like December 26th, you know, which is when this full moon is,
Mm-hmm.
I take like an emotional dip because it's like all of the fun part of winter is now over.
Yeah.
And so I think this would be a really good time for me to like be in those emotions for a sec and just be like, yeah, winter sucks. What am I going to do to make it better for myself?
Yeah.
Because I struggle bad in the winter. Like January, February, and March, I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them all. I sleep so much. I went to bed at like 9:30 last night.
Mm-hmm. Well,
on a
that's
Friday.
because the sun had been down for like 3 hours already.
Right, exactly. And then the sun doesn't come up until like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And so I struggle bad with it. So that's my goal, is to just sit in those emotions and figure out what I need to help them be alleviated. Can you hear him
Yes.
on the thing?
No, I can't hear him.
Oh. I can hear him out there.
Ever since we got like a dog and a cat, Kuro has been very talkative.
He's got a lot to say.
He has tons to say.
He's just filing complaints with management.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately, management does not speak his language.
Nope, I do not.
So, bummer for him.
I don't speak cat.
Yeah, just don't. So, assuming that you've done your altar for Yule,
Mm-hmm.
you can use a lot of these things that you decorated with for your self-love spell.
Okay.
Or your prep for 2024 spell work tomorrow, December 26th. I have to keep saying that because it's not our tomorrow. It's their tomorrow. Your tomorrow, listeners. But you can use like the cranberries. You could basically take all your stuff, all your dried fruit and stuff, throw that in a bath, and boom, you got a self-love prosperity bath.
Okay.
All the greenery, the pine, all that stuff, you can use it in money jars, money spells. I'm going to use a lot of stuff off of my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like I'll use the needles,
the pine needles,
things like that. I usually burn it the next year as the log.
Yeah.
And things like all this stuff. But because you can use all that.
Got it.
So you got like your orange peels, because a lot of people do a lot of orange stuff.
Yeah.
Around this time, those are good for like uplifting
Mm-hmm.
and energy and things like that. If you, like me, struggle with your energy over the winter,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to add. What else? What are some of the other things? You got your cinnamon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Always handy to have. But yeah, you could use a lot of your Christmas stuff for this December 26th. Kind of, because, I mean, I clean it up on December 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good time to reuse it too.
So I have a question. So part of Yule is about a bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
So did pagans like decorate the tree before Yule, and then on Yule they burn the tree for the bonfire? Like
They
that
burned
makes sense.
last year's tree
Oh.
a lot of the time.
Oh, okay. So they just keep it like
Yeah.
like the
You
frozen cake.
Well,
for
right. You
your
kept the
wedding?
Yule log from this year
Okay.
in your home all year to bring abundance, and then you burned it, and then you got a fresh one.
Ah, got it.
And
got
that
it,
was
got it, got
kind
it.
of like there all year. Like, I think I heard maybe somewhere someone said they put it like at the bottom of their wood pile every year,
Okay.
and then they stacked up all the wood on top of it, and then at the end of the year they'd pull that one out and start a fire with it,
Oh, okay.
because that was their start of the new year.
Okay, because that's what I was like trying to think. I was like, why would you have a Christmas tree in your house when you're doing Yule? And
They
you
also
need-
didn't
and you need
usually
fire?
bring them in. They just decorated all the trees outside.
Oh, okay. So like yard
Yeah.
decorations.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear that, Christians?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, your neighbor down the road,
Mm-hmm.
a couple blocks, they had a big old nativity blow up, and then a big old nativity thing on their
garage.
Yeah. And then through the open window, big old Christmas tree. And I was like, "You're doing it wrong. You were so close,
so close."
But then no, and with an angel on top. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because if you put a star or angel, it's definitely a Christian.
Yeah, because listen,
tree.
if God is as specific as you guys are saying He is, y'all are fucked with that shit.
Yeah,
because that's the problem with it that I have. They're like, you can't be gay. And I'm like, then you can't use a Christmas tree.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's fair.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. That's the full moon on December 26th. It will be so fun. And there will be lots of good energy, but also maybe a little emotion. But that's okay. Because it's time to, like, sit with yourself for a couple months.
Yeah, it's a great way to get ready for the new year. Because that's happening next week.
Oh my gosh.
Because that happens, like, literally. Like, why?
It happens, like, every year.
Yeah, it happens every year. Why do we only go to work for a week just to take vacation again? Like,
I don't know. I think we should get 2 weeks off, like, in school. Like, everyone should just get, but then there's all these people who got to shop.
Yeah.
Like me today.
But at the same time, like, me and you.
Yeah, we don't need to be at work.
We don't need to be at work.
We're not doing nothing.
No. Actually, my biggest customer, they have nothing being shipped for the next 2 weeks, and I'm super happy.
You're just going to take a nap?
Yeah, it's going to hopefully be a really great couple weeks. Anyway, so, mine.
Dun, 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 dun.
Since it is Christmas, I decided I was going to go with a holiday theme.
Yay.
With that in mind, I'm talking about Santa Claus.
Yay!
Now, when you think about Santa, you think of a jolly man in red who brings toys to good girls and boys on Christmas Eve. However, have you ever thought of Santa being a cryptid?
No.
Yeah, probably not, since Santa Claus's story stretches all the way back to the 3rd century with St. Nicholas, that we talked about a little bit last week. According to Britannia, yeah, that word, Nicholas's existence is not attested by any historical documents, so nothing certain is known of his life except that he was probably a bishop of Myra in the 3rd or 4th century. According to tradition, he was born in the ancient Lycian seaport city of Padhara. I had to really put out the phonics on these. And when young, traveled to Palestine and Egypt. He became a bishop of Myra soon after returning to Lycia. Nicholas's reputation for generosity, kindness, gave rise to legends of miracles he performed for the poor and unhappy. And there are various appearances of St. Nicholas that was transformed into similar good-spirited, happy, gifting guys in the Netherlands, Belgium, and other northern European countries. In the United Kingdom, Santa Claus is known for Father Christmas, and I could not pronounce it, so I didn't even write it in my notes. But in Ireland, or Irish people, they celebrate something. I can't even say his name. But if it's translated into English, it's Daddy Christmas.
Oh, Daddy Christmas.
Daddy Christmas.
I like that.
I was like, fucking
Big
Irish.
Daddy Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Santa baby.
Exactly. That's the vibe it gives me. She knew.
Yep. Oh, Daddy.
Dutch families took the tradition of celebrating the feast day of St. Nicholas with them to New Amsterdam in the American colonies, beginning as early as the 17th century. So this tradition has been going on for 13 years before it came to America. They referred to him as Santa Claus, and that name became Santa Claus to the early United States English-speaking majority.
Saint Nicholas, you said, has no historical human tied to it?
They, according to the website I looked at, they said that there's no documents.
Mm-hmm. Just stories.
Okay.
Like, we don't have his shoe.
Yeah, we don't have his shoe. Yeah.
But is he like an actual saint in the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
Saint Nicholas?
I don't know. I see. That's the thing is like, as I was reading this, I was like, no, like it was legit, right? But this website said it was, and it's a pretty reputable website.
I know, I'm just thinking like, because you can buy like saint medals, blessed medals and stuff.
Yeah, like St. Michael's.
But I'm just wondering, is there is he like could you buy a Saint Nicholas one? Yeah. Is Saint Nicholas a Catholic saint? December 6th is Saint Nicholas Day. The Catholic Church. Yep. He's
Okay.
an actual saint.
Okay.
But he's December 6th.
Yeah, December 6th.
Interesting. So he's a Christmas baby. That's what it is.
He's just Christmas
He
baby.
just loves Christmas.
So now that we got all that history of St. Nicholas and Santa Claus, let's get back to the part where I talk about how Santa Claus is a cryptid.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't he be?
Right?
It's a man that makes impossible tracks across the world in one night, somehow going down a chimney even though there isn't a fireplace, or the fact that he's a very large man.
Yeah.
He also holds billions of gifts on his sled, which would take more than 2 million UPS trucks to hold. And finally, he lives in an isolated terrain called the North Pole, which prevents people from seeing him.
And actually has no terrain. There's nothing up there.
Yeah, it's just ice.
Like, there's no land. It's literally just frozen water.
Yeah.
Like, there's not, like, dirt under it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just water that's frozen.
So does that mean, like, we're going to have to stop celebrating Christmas when global warming happens and
Yup.
the poles
I mean,
melt?
we'll all be dead. So, yes, definitely we'll have to stop celebrating Christmas.
We'll have to stop celebrating because we'll be dead.
Yeah. You know what?
Hmm.
Did you know that dinosaur T-Rexes can't clap their hands?
Yeah.
Because they're dead?
Yeah.
That's going to be the joke that the next whatever race rules the world. So like, did you know that humans can't celebrate Christmas anymore? Because they're dead?
Yes, exactly. So all of these examples are pointing out the fact that Santa is a magical being or a cryptid. Now, so what are the differences between a magical being / magical creature and a cryptid?
Yes.
A magical being, magical creature doesn't exist. So when we talk about dragons and unicorns, that kind of thing, we don't actually expect to go in the woods and see them.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all aren't seeing dragons and unicorns in the woods?
No. So they're magical
Oh, shit.
creatures because they most likely do not exist.
Well, but I mean, it's the national animal of Ireland,
Yeah.
the unicorn.
Is it really?
Yes, so clearly they're real.
Okay. Well, maybe they're all cryptids then. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm done. I am done. I'm quitting this podcast.
You know what is, I was about to say, you know what is a magical being or something that's not real? I was going to say Santa, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So never mind. The Tooth Fairy. No, that's definitely a cryptid.
Yeah, so
For sure.
basically, people have seen cryptids, magical creatures, maybe not so much. So let's figure out what kind of cryptid Santa Claus is.
Yes.
Or could be.
Yes.
Some believe that Santa Claus may be a type of Yeti due to his apparent ability to travel around the world so quickly and his apparent fondness for cookies. Though I didn't know that Yetis liked cookies, so that's new.
That's also a pro tip.
Yeah.
If you're confronted with a Yeti,
Just throw the
a cookie
cookies.
at it.
Just throw the cookies. Just treat it like a female.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw cookies at us.
Back away slowly.
Back away slowly. However, Santa's home is in an icy terrain, so that kind of points towards a Yeti.
Yeah.
Others believe that Santa could be a type of elf or fairy due to his magical creatures. I feel like that's like kind of the normal thing that we go for. Like
But he's the head elf
yeah, he's the head elf.
of the elves.
But also, like, why did he get big and no one else did?
Maybe he's half and half.
Maybe.
Maybe he's an abomination in the elf world.
But yet
then
they
he
work
was
for
like,
him?
But then he was like, nah.
He took over the
I have a
world.
plan, you guys. And they were like, that's legit. Okay, let's do it.
He's the Taylor Swift of elves.
Yes.
They try to tear him down.
Yes. He's the Taylor Swift of elves. Why y'all gotta be so mean? Just because I'm big and jolly. I still want to make toys. Rude.
Some believe that Santa Claus is based on the pagan god Odin. Odin was a god of war and death in Norse mythology, and he was often associated with ravens and wolves. He was also said to be able to fly, which would explain Santa's ability to travel around the world so quickly. But, like, literally, that's like this one thing.
Yeah.
He might be the god of war.
Yeah, no. Odin does not give a flying fuck about your stocking.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now. He don't give a shit if you want an iPad.
No, he doesn't.
And he ain't fucking bringing you one. He's got shit to do.
He has shit to do.
He's got a murder of crows to deal with. Okay?
And a pack of wolves.
You got time to stuff your stocking. Got me fucked up.
Yeah, but the god of war death is Santa Claus.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think so.
They're probably really were thinking of like the Holly King, not Odin.
Maybe.
Similar, but different. Incredibly.
Yeah.
Because Odin does not. I can't imagine Odin getting into his sleigh and be like, I'm going to deliver toys to the children.
No. I've seen Thor. It's not a good thing.
Mm-mm.
So, with this idea that Santa disappears and reappears, this would also point to Santa being a Bigfoot. Yeah.
Which is close to Yeti.
Bigfoot, Yeti, whatever. Bigfoot is known to disappear before people's eyes, and many cryptids are only spotted at certain times of year when conditions are right. So, cryptid, kind of leaning that way, because he is only seen this time of year.
Yeah.
Of course, he might be just, busy living his best life.
I've definitely seen a couple of Santas down here in Florida in like July on the beach.
Yeah, they come south.
Yeah, I have told my kid multiple times, like, look, see, Santa's on the beach. It's July. Because it's funny.
Getting billions of gifts out in one night.
I
I worked retail on Black Friday. It was bad enough. I could only imagine doing that like times 100. No, thank you.
And then them little punk ass kids try to stay awake and disturb you while you're working.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Santa must
do booby traps.
Yeah, right?
Some kid does a booby trap for Santa.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm gonna get you.
Wish you could.
Yeah, wish you could.
Too slick.
So, ending with that, what do you think, Denah? Do you think he's a cryptid?
Yeah, I do. Listen. Has anyone seen Santa? And also,
well, that's the thing is like you don't know if you did see Santa because there's all like these Santa Clauses in the
mall
and then parades. Like any one of them could have been the real one.
Well, I know who the real Santa is. I met him. We've talked.
Yeah.
We're buddies. I had it explained to me really well where Santa is a spirit of like humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And like your personal spirit of humanity.
Okay.
Like your own, you imbibe Santa.
Okay.
You become Santa. And so it's almost a possession type situation, really.
That's creepy.
Because, Christmas Eve, after them kids go to sleep, you become possessed.
Yeah.
And become Santa.
You become something.
Right? Like, so it is almost like, but that's how it was kind of explained to me was like basically each person is someone else's Santa.
Yeah.
And you get someone a gift and you don't tell them who it's from. It's from Santa.
So it's the whole Secret Santa thing.
Right. Yes. And it's the spirit of giving and whatnot and this and that.
Yeah, I definitely heard like Santa is like the spirit of giving. Like
Yeah.
that he's a spirit of like goodwill and
Which
all
is,
the great things about Christmas.
Which is kind of a cryptid. He's a spirit. He's like a sprite.
Yeah.
If you will.
Sprite.
Which is an elf or a fairy. Same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's an elf.
Yeah.
A right jolly old elf. I laugh when I see him, despite to myself.
Why?
Because that's the line of the book.
Oh, okay.
But that we should have read last night, because that was the night before Christmas. Today's the day of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Santa is I want to learn more too. For next year, we should do an episode on Krampus.
I was going to do that, but everyone does it, and so I wanted to do something like for our first Christmas.
Yeah.
kind of go a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word I was going to say, but a
'Cause
little bit than Krampus.
I
Because
think-
there's also like so many other ones.
Yeah.
There's so many Christmas cryptids.
I saw something about a Yule cat.
A Yule cat?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A Yule cat
I need to look at that one.
definitely deserves some investigating. There's Krampus. Jack Frost. I watched that Rankin and Bass Christmas special the other day.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Is he real?
Jack Frost?
Yeah.
Mm,
Because
I think it's part of the spirit of Christmas.
have you ever watched in Thumbelina when the fairies change the seasons?
No, I've seen
Oh, it's so
Tinkerbell
pretty.
where the
No.
fairies.
In Thumbelina, they do it better because Thumbelina is better.
Okay.
But they change it to winter, and that's what Jack Frost reminds me of, is the fairies
Okay.
changing the seasons, which I think is, that's like one of my favorite, when they change the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
They're
there's a
fighting.
Yule cat out there.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Well, I like that we kept it a little shorter and sweeter today for
Yeah.
Christmas. You guys get back to your
Yeah,
festivities.
Get back to your family or walk away. Totally up to you.
Yeah, or, get ready for that full moon tomorrow, because it's a vibe. Or, also, I hope you got all of the presents that you wanted from Santa the Cryptid.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. We release a new episode every Monday, so roll one and meet us back here next week for more spooky and witchy shit.
You forgot
In
your
the
glasses.
meantime, check out, they're somewhere. I just don't know where they are. But I know these words. Check out our Instagram, the Spooky Stonerzzz Podcast. That is Stoners with 3 Z's. If you'd like to contact us about your personal true crime or paranormal story, or if there's a subject you would like us to cover, you can email us at the spookystoners podcast@gmail.com. Again, that is Stoners with 3 Z's. So, we'll see you next Monday, January 1st. And in the meantime, smoke on, Spooky Stonerzzz.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy
Do whatever
Kwanzaa.
you want.
Happy Hanukkah. All the things.